Sri Mohan Mishraji, Secretary NCCT and moderator to this program of high-level national webinar on inclusive and sustainable post-pandemic recovery of agriculture cooperatives in India on the occasion of International Cooperative Day, Rebuild Better Together. It gives me a great pleasure to participate in the webinar, sir. In the view of International Cooperatives, International Day of Cooperatives, which has a broad theme of Rebuild Better Together, it is actually need of an hour for healthy growth of cooperatives. Subject to given me the discussion in this seminar, role of Karnataka State Sauharda Federal Cooperative in containing COVID-19 impact in cooperatives of Karnataka. As you know, as you said already, Mohan Mishraji has said that Karnataka is the third highest COVID case state in India. Maharashtra and Kerala are first and second respectively. Around 20 lakh positive cases are there in Karnataka, sir. Out of 43,000 cooperatives are there in Karnataka state, there are two cooperative acts are working in Karnataka. One is Traditional Cooperative Act 1959, another is 1997. Almost 5,500 cooperatives are working in this 1997 Cooperative Model Act. As per the recommendation of Planning Commission of India, Karnataka government has accepted this act in the year 2001. Major difference between the two acts is that as per the old Traditional Act, we can avail all the facilities from Government of India and Government of all the state governments as per the act itself. But in Sauharda Sahakari Act, we are completely barred by taking help from the government. They are almost independent of government only, they should grow. Like this, nearly 5,500 cooperatives are working in Karnataka, and democratically elected federation is also constituted here. Since 2001, the federation is working here. Major duties of the federation, including this publicity, education, and training, we have got also regulatory duties also, along with even quasi-judicial powers. We have been elected by our members, and once cooperative is registered under the Act 1997 Sauharda, it is automatically having deemed membership with our federation. And we have got almost all RCS powers with this federation except registration, litigation, and liquidation. Only 3 powers RCS has got, remaining all powers paid with the federation. At the time of COVID lockdown, Sauharda Federal Cooperative has extended and spent full time to develop its member cooperatives all over the state and try to create awareness and positiveness in facing the COVID-19 situation. For that, actually, we have organized 18 online webinar meetings with all office bearers and chief executives of the primary cooperatives. And we have explained complete planning how to overcome the COVID-19 pandemic situation in day-to-day workings. We also organized nearly more than 24 online training programs at the district level by online webinars, and we have guided almost all primary cooperatives how to come across with the pandemic situation in the COVID-19. Within 2 months of lockdown period, May and June, overall we have conducted nearly more than 200 cooperative trainings and webinar meetings with our primary cooperatives in the different states, with office bearers, with the chief executive officers, with even staff, with all the directors, and even we have extended our meetings to members of our primary cooperatives also. And for the particularly to enable the staff to come over the pandemic situation of COVID-19, we had one DCBM course in which we have designed the syllabus to overcome the problems in primary cooperatives, and we have established entire program in the even small D group staff of the primary cooperatives also. In view of these things, all type of cooperatives are working under our federation, including primary agriculture cooperatives also. We have guided all the primary cooperatives to concentrate on members' health and awareness, and to act in the emergency situations of the members to rebuild goodwill in the members also. On the basis of this, many cooperatives in entire in Karnataka state did lot of services like providing food facility to corona warriors, means municipal workers, hospital workers, and police department people, and distributed post and pre medical kits, even rapid testing kits to support government in this pandemic situation, and arranged and supported to do vaccination camps almost all over, even including rural areas also, and arranging ambulances from rural to urban to facilitate our members to attend to the hospitals. And we have given even food kits also, which has having 15 days ration for the poor and needy, our members and the poor people, by including hands with the cooperative department of government of Karnataka also. And also we have extended our sincere support to COVID affected families, with all providing government PHCs by providing even hospital equipments like oxygen cylinders, oxygen creating machines, and even one of the cooperative in our Karnataka by name Sindhunur Urban Credit Cooperative Bank, they have constructed their own hospital of 100 bedded by coordinating with another hospital, and they have opened in particularly Raichur district. Is the extraordinary achievement we have done in the cooperative movement. By taking permission from the local authority, we have extended immediate financial needs to our members by, even in the lockdown period, by opening our cooperatives between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Our state government has provided by reducing even 50% staff for the working environment of the cooperatives. We federation having a good relationship with the government of Karnataka, and also we are providing group health insurance in the pandemic situation, since we have lost a lot of the members and the staff in the primary cooperatives due to this pandemic COVID-19. We have federation has planned to extend health insurance scheme to our member cooperative directors, staff in with members also, to reduce the risk of the cooperative while they have admitted to the hospital. And we have implemented insurance scheme for the loans also at this pandemic situation, because lot of cooperatives we have lost this pandemic situation. All even cooperatives, they are facing NPA regarding this. To avoid this, actually we have introduced this loan insurance scheme also. In the view of all these things, corona pandemic, in spite of the government, social organizations and cooperative institutions helping the farmers, today's major subject, what we have concentrated, post-pandemic recovery of agriculture cooperatives in India, it is actually need of an hour, because even though in India approximately 93% primary agriculture cooperatives are working, out of which only 70%, around about 16,700 primary cooperatives only are viable, out of which only 20% are potential. These 20% potential cooperatives also suffering with so many issues in the income tax department and GST department, sir. It is actually challenge before primary agriculture cooperatives also to build, to rebuild better together FACSs. I think we have to concentrate on this. External building and internal building of primary agriculture cooperatives also need of the day, I think so. For this, training to the rural FACSs is very much needed to overcome this pandemic situation and the NPA. Government has given the orders of moratorium, interest free in the moratorium period, all the announcement, but actually it has been affected for the development of the FACS because government funds, they will take their own time to reach to the FACS. Now, one more major discussion is happening in the government of India level along with NABARD and RBI, that this three-tier structure will be reduced to two-tier structure. This is a subject of discussion. Either it is good or bad. All the eminent speakers today, all the cooperative leaders of India today were present in this webinar. They have to think on the subject, because if you delay, every month the progress is going on. Almost 4 to 5 states now it become almost two-tier system only. That is, they are going to remove middle structure DCC banks, district central banks, and they will retain primary agriculture to cooperative banks and apex banks only. And in this pandemic situation, we have to concentrate on that. As Government of India has announced national policy on cooperation in the year 2002, but till today, no one is bothered to activate it, sir. I request all the dignitaries and cooperative leaders today to have a intervene in the issue and make the government to make a national policy for this cooperation. It will help in entire India to grow our nearly 8.5 lakhs cooperative institutions there in India, sir. In my opinion, I will certain help for the growth of agriculture and all the types of cooperative societies in the country, by we will have a healthy cooperative movement in the country. With all these views, I conclude it is the high time for us to throw the light on the days of theme, that is rebuild better together, which gives a broad message to our cooperatives to build the cooperative movement strongly. Finally, I am thankful to NCCT, particularly our moderator, Mr. Mohan Kumar Mishra ji, and Dr. Ashok Dalwai sir, and all the eminent speakers today, and all the dignitaries and cooperative leaders which are present in this webinar meeting. And I am very thankful to all the organizers for giving me an opportunity to share my views in this occasion. Thank you, sir. Thank you, one and all.